Hi, this is Kelli.
And this is Sue. Welcome to Front Porch AF. We're friends and neighbors.
We'll gather on our audio front porch, share a drink,
and solve all the problems of the world. Let's start solving. Okay. Yeah. But first, I'll return the hunter home from the hill, the sailor home from the sea, the veterinarian pathologist back in her home hunting grounds. Our videographer, take it from here,
and
Kelli.
The love of my life, Piper Miegs.
Yay! Is back with us. Please welcome everybody. Piper Miegs.
Yes, so she's here for our special edition today of
Girl Talk. It's just us chickens, folks. We're not going to we don't have a special guest talking about something of import. We've just got us blathering on. So if that doesn't sound like your cup of tea, tune out now and go to Sisters in Crime or whatever it is, or, Smartless, which is one of my all-time favorites. But anyway, but if you want to stick around for some Girl Talk, here we are.
We'll start with our regular stuff first. What's been going on with you, Sue? In the neighborhood? Any neighborhood news?
In the neighborhood, we've got lots. Pardon me while I just sip a little bit of my...
Yeah, cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's start with our drinks then.
Yeah. Vodka Gimlet here.
Well, I'm having a Miller Lite in Jazz Fest koozie.
Because?
It is last weekend of Jazz Fest.
This is Sunday, the last day of Jazz Fest.
Yeah, that's when we're recording this while Piper is here.
Yes,
so
exactly.
We're kind of pre-recording a little bit early.
And not in New Orleans. We're streaming it on wwoz.org. Check them out.
Cast a whole Jazz Fest. It's fun. You could fest in place. They started that during COVID.
I didn't realize that when I went to, you had to be at Jazz Fest to listen to Jazz Fest.
Well, yeah, now, yes, and that's the best. But if you can't, you can stream it in Jazz Fest in place.
WWOZ. Yeah. By the way, Jazz Fest will be long over by the time this airs.
Absolutely.
But there's always next year.
You always hold on to New Orleans wherever you go.
Okay, neighborhood notes.
Well,
first of all, Snack Friday. Best Snack Friday ever. Piper, you had asked what Snack Friday is.
What is Snack Friday?
Okay, our home away from home. Let's say it all together. Dee's Country Cocktail Lounge here in beautiful downtown Madison, Tennessee, which is really part of Nashville, Tennessee. Yep. Every Friday, a couple of years ago, the Friday bartender and I, Masha, were sitting around bemoaning the fact that food wasn't going to be served until 6 p.m.
I mean, really?
Yeah. And it was 3. I start drinking at 3 on Fridays. And so we started bringing in like little snacks like crackers and cheese. And then it started getting more elaborate. And then people started really bringing stuff in. I will put a photo of what we had, but this is just a sampling.
I mean, for real, it looked like a funeral.
It did. A Southern funeral at that.
Southern funeral where they...
The casserole rolls.
Yeah. Spanakopita, gyros. There's brisket.
And you crack me up every time you say that.
What?
Gyros.
Okay. Gyros. Do you know that there is no J in Greek?
Yes, exactly.
But so it's not a gyros. It's a gyros. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. My congressman called me.
Which one?
My representative called me.
Oh.
And a person in his office was following up on one of my many, many complaints about his voting. Yes, I live in deep red Tennessee.
That's right.
And Representative John Rose's office reached out to me, and I want to give him a shout out.
That's
so thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. A big shout out to John Rose's office.
And and to the nice person who talked to me at length.
Well, I called them regularly, and a person frequently answers the phone in his office.
I know, it's not a message.
And they will listen to whatever it is you have to say.
I know.
And thank you for calling, no matter how much they might agree or disagree.
Yeah, and the second episode of this little broadcast was called Effective Communication. Don't call us, we'll call you. And at Snack Friday, the guy sitting next to me, a wonderful chef in his own right, I might add, said to me, he said, after listening to your show, I called the city to complain about the potholes, and they heard me and they took it down.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's pretty cool.
That's a positive action somebody else took.
That's it. Well, let me see.
And what about you? What about you, neighborhood notes?
Couple things. It's just starting to be May, and I try not to mow until deep into May. And evidently that's a thing that people have. Some people have signs and stuff.
Yeah, no mow April, no mow May. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 calls last week from our neighbors to check on me to make sure I was not sick or dead.
Because your grass is so
grass is so high. And they all offered to come over and mow my grass.
Would you ask them if they'd come over to mine?
I was like, okay, thank you. That was pretty cool, pretty sweet. But anyway.
Because Codes will come and get you.
Yeah, Codes will. But Papa D came into town this weekend, and, well, he could hardly stand it. I was just happy that he was still, like, not coding after being at the yard for 15 minutes, because he's like
allergic.
No, he's like a mower. He's like his yard is
too.
perfect,
Yeah.
And he just took it as long as he could. He said, "Can I just mow that little part right there?" I'm
gonna take a photo of my yard, which right now looks like jungle out there, because it was been raining for a long time, and I really do. I have code worthy grass out there.
It's beautiful. We'll put some pictures of. Yeah, I've got beautiful flowers.
Do you mow out? Do you mow out in Snoqualmie?
I'm at Snoqualmie Pass, and no, because we have wildflowers, and I take pride in trying to remove the really highly invasive ones, but they're all beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But wildflowers are my yard.
Yeah, you have a great yard.
I'm trying to let them come back, because the previous owners just gravelled everything.
No.
I'll let them come back.
I try to plant things, and I have an absolute black thumb. Anything I plant dies. I mean, it's a given. By the way, your beautiful butterfly bush, Kelly, that you gave me, I'm killing it. I'm killing it right
Slowly.
now as we speak.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll put you know what? I should put pictures up on the website of a healthy butterfly bush, is what you gave me, and every
Sue's
week that passes as it dies right in front of our eyes.
Oh, I may have to come over and
we should rescue it and do some rehab.
You want to know something, though, that's really pretty cute that everybody's listening knows? We're neighbors and often walk over. And when I walk over, my 2 dogs, Leon and Bobby J, will sit
Hellion Hound
in the one spot and watch me or me and Piper walk all the way. Every time when I walk, they don't do when I'm in the ATV, but when I walk and I get to your gate and I get to your stairs right there, they start howling. They can see me and they see my feet. And right before I come in the door, they begin to howl.
But that's not when they see our dog.
No. It's when it's just they're watching me. I don't know what they're trying to tell me.
Well, they're saying, have a good time.
Watch while we eat the mailman.
But it's super cute. But they do it every time. And it's that same exact point where they do start the howling. It's really interesting.
By the way, you will be able to see pictures of Leon and Bobby Joe on our website, frontporchaf.com. Look at About. And you'll be able to write us messages and see all sorts of fun stuff. And now let's see. Oh, we've got such a great mailbag.
Oh, we have a good mailbag.
And you just got a new one.
I got a new one late last night.
I know.
And
late for us, old ladies.
Late for us. It was like after 9:30.
I was sound asleep.
Right? And it said, "I'm just listening to your podcast tonight. It's badass." How awesome is that?
Yeah, that is pretty damn awesome. Thank you, listener.
Thank you, listener.
Let's see. And okay, OG Jessica sent us a text that when she was watching our last episode, the equine therapy, it was the mice. Yeah. She was listening to the mice episode. And she said, I had my first NPR driveway moment with your podcast. I couldn't get out of the car and go into the house until I had finished the episode. Thank you, OG Jessica.
That is some
Thanks, OG.
high praise.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. NPR driveway moment.
Yeah. Big shout out to our guests that day, too. We had Gene and
and we're going to do a follow-up.
Ron did a great one. Yeah.
We're going to do a follow-up to that one, aren't we?
Yeah, we're definitely doing a follow-up to the equine.
Yeah, to equine therapy. Now, for the most exciting, on May 29th, here in Nashville, one of the inspirations for Front Porch AF, which is the Bulwark, the media the media site called the Bulwark. Three of their mainstays, JVL, Sarah Longwell, and Tim Miller, will be coming to Nashville.
Yeah.
And we have our Bulwark t-shirts. We have front row seats. We are over the moon.
It's gonna be a
Kelli and I, we are big
Fangirls.
time. But guess what? We're even more over the moon about.
What
Sue?
happened this week?
What
Sue?
happened this week? Ring, 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 ring. And I look down at my phone and it says 202. And I assume, because that's in Washington, D.C., I think it's one of the many political things that I contribute to, asking me for more money. And instead of turning the ringer off, I thought, okay, I'll ask, hello. And a voice says, Sue, this is Jim Swift of the Bulwark. And I went, what the actual what? I said, did you just say this is Jim Swift of the Bulwark? And the voice on the other said, yes, I did. And I went weak in the knees. I almost honestly, and I went, well, it turns out he had just gotten our notice about the equine therapy episode.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he called to tell us that he couldn't wait to listen to it because he has a lot of interest in that, and that he had, let everybody at the Bulwark know that we were going to be in Nashville, that he was going to be in Nashville, and he'll see us there. I'm going to
You can't see her, but she's waving her hands furiously, and she's very verklempt at this moment.
I am
She is verklempt. I'll be there to hold you up.
Oh, you will.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big, strong girl, and I'll be bringing my canes.
If you come back without a signature on your bosom, I will be sad.
I once got an autograph of, a pop star in 1962. He came to the Elks Club, and why I cannot remember his name. Venus in Blue Jeans is the song that he did, and we got all the girls went to the dance at the Elks Club, got him to sign our arms. We went back to school the next day. So proud. The nuns sent us all home.
Oh my goodness.
I bet they did.
Oh, yeah.
Did y'all have to say some Hail Marys?
We had to get our arms scrubbed.
Ooh,
oh yeah.
Okay, so that's way before my time. Did y'all have Sharpies in 1962?
No, you had ballpoint pens.
Exactly.
Which we will take that punishment. And why I can't remember if Venus in Blue Jeans, Bobby Vinton, Bobby V. Okay. So
that's a great story.
So anyway, thank you to the Bulwark. Thank you for being the inspiration. And for everybody out there, if you're not familiar with the Bulwark, an amazing, talented group of amazing, talented people who do all sorts of things. The Bulwark.
Check them out.
Good news.
A follow pod.
Okay.
Oh my God. Are we done with the normal?
We're pretty much ready to just.
Please introduce.
No. Okay.
Too.
I mean, Amqui Station Farmers Market just opened up. This is something that makes me smile and happy.
Oh, that's good neighborhood notes. That's right. Started today. They go through October. They're open from 10 to 2 every Sunday.
You better get there at 10 or they're going to run out of broccolini.
Yep.
Una Acre Farm broccolini and Michael's carrots. You got to get them.
Yeah.
And they actually have they have entertainment. That's the Amqui Station here in Madison, Tennessee, which is far north side of Nashville. And Amqui Station, fun fact, the building that is Amqui Station is the actual little station that did trains here from 1880 on. But go ahead, tell them.
It hasn't always been right where it is.
Tell us where it went for a while in the 80s and 90s.
Johnny Cash bought it and moved it out to wherever he was living. Hendersonville.
Yep.
And then they brought it back. How long has it been that they brought it back?
He died in 2003, and it wasn't too long after that they were able to regain it, and that's when they started to make it into a little community center.
Yeah, it's a great place, and they do yoga on Sundays before the farmers market, like run
music too,
and they have artists, back there playing the little covered pavilion area. Mm-hmm. It's a nice time.
Well, if you find yourself in Nashville, Tennessee, come in to visit for one of the many things that are here. Mosey on up to Madison on Sunday afternoon. Yep. Okay. Girl talk.
Today is girl talk. This is just us.
Yeah. Tell them the concept behind this.
The concept is just kind of really, this is like a true front porch experience of just us sitting on the porch and talking about things that we're interested in or things that happened to us this week. Mm-hmm. and everybody was supposed to have a topic.
Mm-hmm. I have one.
I do not. I'm just serving as filler.
She's the cream in our eclair today.
Oh, wow.
You're the breadcrumbs in our meatloaf. Oh,
Okay. I'm a
except if you really want, you're the panko breadcrumbs in our
loaf. Salmon croquettes.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd like to think of myself as the roux. So
I think you could be the roux.
Roux.
Yeah.
You could be some filet too.
Oh, yeah, all that.
We'll call it gumbo for short.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but Sue, you have a topic. You did your homework.
I did. My topic is, here's a fun fact. In 1948, as you know, or maybe not know.
That was World War,
it was 3 years past World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And the year I was born, a woman's life expectancy was 66.8 years. A woman born today has a life expectancy, if she were born right now, 80 years. But if you're already 75, and I'm 77, but if you're already 75, the data shows that the least healthy 75 years old, those in the lowest 10%, were likely to die in about 3 years. But those in the top 10% will probably live for another 20 years. Using the statistics, science, I have 10 to 15 more years.
We hope so.
Yeah, we hope so.
Okay. And
who else is going to direct this podcast? I mean,
I know, like somebody's got to do the show notes.
Somebody's got to do
actual work.
I want to talk about getting old.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's doing it.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it.
It's going to happen unless, you're called. Unless you die and, early. One of the things that I had to get used to was my identity after retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And you're working gals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mothers who raise their children, fathers who raise their children, men and women, when you retire, your identity has been, at least in my case, so tied up with the job that I did.
Mm-hmm.
I had to come to grips with I was not that any longer.
How long have you been retired?
11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have you figured it out during that time?
I had to get another job. I had to make another job. So I started.
You had to reinvent it.
Yes. I created a little company and then I did away with that. But I have been a radio DJ and now I'm a podcaster. And this is more fun than a barrel of monkeys. But it is giving me that identity
What
again.
was it like? I mean, I know I hear from a lot of people, and we're not there yet, but I know people that experience that. They're like, I'm retired and now.
What? Yeah. You have to you have to stay busy, Yeah. And like my dad, I wake up in the morning sometimes and I thought, how in the world did I ever have time for a 30-hour job with a lot of, I worked about 30 hours. I was there 40, but I worked about 30.
You're very
all
European.
all those years. So, I mean, that is. Do you worry about that, Piper?
Probably, yeah, because I love what I do and the research that I do, and that is a big part of my identity. But I don't see that curiosity. That's what's fundamental inside of me, the curiosity, and I can direct that towards what's that plant. Let me explore that. So I'll put that to good use, I think. But I believe I'll be a little unmoored when I do retire or get laid off, or as the case may be.
Who knows in this economy?
Who knows in this economy?
Nobody's safe.
But yeah, you've got to, it's another reinvention. It's another chapter. It's another reinvention.
It is.
It's part of the cycle of life.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know you've got plans, Kelly.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's not for me. Like, I'm not worried about it because I'm like counting down the days because I have like 5 more things I want to do. I want to have a tree service. I want to do my equine therapy. I want to have a taxidermy shop. I'm trying to figure out how to put this all under one roof. I'm not sure. And I just got my,
you've re-signed up for you've got your earth mover.
I've got, exactly. I love my little mini eggs, Cecile. And so I'm going to be the most highly educated excavator driver in Nashville.
How'd you get that name, Cecile?
Oh, we talked
Cecile
about
Richards.
Cecile Richards, yeah.
Oh, that's the previous episode, or
we mentioned it when we posted her. Yeah.
It's good to know that our videographer listens so carefully to every episode.
Look, I'm more visual. You know this.
Yeah. But Sue, like, there's other parts about it. The part like what to do after, because I don't have enough time to do all the really cool and wonderful things that are available to us to do in the world right now. So I'm looking forward to having time for that. But the thing that I think for me, and you and I have talked about this offline, and Piper and I talk about it all the time, is like our bodies have changed, right? Like I used to be able to do all sorts of things. I was a lot stronger. I mean, I'm not a weakling right now, but I can tell that I'm not as strong as I was, or as much stamina as I've had, you know.
I just found out that you're 54, and I honestly thought that you were 45. That's all. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, and I can tell a big difference from 45 to 54.
Yes. And wait until you, and I'm telling you, about 60, I started to notice it. 70, I really did. And at 75, I went, wait a minute, where did my body go? You know, this is not the same. I did not make a deal to have this body for this long.
Yeah, right.
Well, here you are. Yeah.
And
we
Piper,
appreciate it.
She's pulled her back, her knee, and her wrist in the past 48 hours.
Okay. All of which were previously injured. But yeah. So I'm walking around with no ACL. And then, we're trying to do farm chores. And, sometimes I sleep wrong and I wake up with my back jacked up. Come on. It's okay.
It is. And once again, it's a period of adjustment.
It is.
You just have to make allowances.
You work smarter, not harder.
There you go. Like my daddy said, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself.
Well, I mean, you can't take it with you, so you might as well burn it out, break it, and cross that finish line with a smile on your face.
Is that a segue? Because point number 3 on my 3-pronged identity body is death.
Oh, death. Yeah. Okay.
And that's the other thing that aging, and now that I have passed the life expectancy, I'm in gravy.
Yes, you are.
I am into the gravy years. We are, I mean, the concept of death is very real, and it's going to come a lot sooner than it was going to come when I was 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or even 60. And trying to get comfortable.
I'm not sure. I mean, I think in your 20s and maybe early 30s, you might have been pretty close to death.
You just escaped her. Good point.
How prescient of you pointed that out. Yes, the near misses. But anyway, it just kind of because it is you get a phone call you see on your phone that somebody is calling and it's 11 o'clock at night. You know that it's a good friend telling you about another good friend, or a sister telling you about another,
Yeah.
And as the more often that happens, the less surprised I am. And I try to be a little bit more accepting and not so scary. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is false acceptance. I mean, my dad was terrified when he was dying at 96.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a long life.
He was terrified because he was the least introspective human being on the face of the earth.
Okay. There's that.
There is that. So maybe, this is a time that you can sit down and just kind of, okay.
Yeah.
We came from somewhere. We're going to go to somewhere.
We're going somewhere. I think, Danny, Papa D, my stepdad, comes up once a month, and he doesn't know that I call it this, but I always get the mortality report when it gets here, and I hear about all the people from my hometown when I grew up that have passed away. And all the funerals, and everything. So it becomes, a real part of your life when you reach a certain age. All your friends are dying.
Yep.
I just recently had a friend that our birthdays were a week apart. We were pretty good friends all through high school. So she died a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, right before her 54th birthday. And it's just that one is just a little weird. I had one other, like, my friends are just now starting to kind of drop off, but I had another friend die a few years ago, but she was like really bad health. Like, it wasn't a surprise. This person is like, oh wow, we're getting there. This is starting,
Yeah. It's when they start dropping dead on golf courses at the age of 57.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you just keep. We're planning our 60th class reunion.
Wow.
And that will be into 2026. And thank heavens, there's still most of the core group of friends that I grew up with are still there, but so many of them aren't.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I went to the 50th. I didn't go to any of the others. I went to the 50th and
I've never been to one.
No, neither did I. But I don't know if I want to go to I reconnected with the people that I needed to, and we are still there. I don't know.
That's what Facebook and Instagram is for.
Yeah. Well, and what else is there? Oh, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, right?
And TikTok.
Which
but never,
right?
But never Twitter.
But never Twitter.
Okay, Mark, you can put the Twitter sound in whenever we say never Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, the tweet. Let's see. What? Okay, death. As long as we're on death.
Yeah, I can talk about death. Lots of death.
Well, you're pathologist.
We're pathologists.
And growing up in southeastern Louisiana, you kind of celebrate death. And we were just at Amy D's house and flipping through a retrospective book of Alexander McQueen's work. And he had a quote, which I will now bastardize, about death and how it's part of the cycle of life. And it makes room for the next thing. And I think that's just beautiful.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I really do believe that, because we were someplace before we got consciousness. And then I think we're going to go back to that same place when we lose consciousness here, a bodily consciousness.
I think our souls know each other from face to face. Truly believe that, whether you want to call it reincarnation, recycling, whatever, that some of us have known each other in previous lifetimes. I believe that to be true.
Certainly feels like it.
Yeah.
That instant
and
connection.
Sometimes it feels like it way too much.
Well, there's
you know what?
That too.
We were having that conversation as we were walking over here today, because we were supposed to be on this doing something else this weekend. And we were talking about how sometimes your timer will go off when you're in a certain, especially me. And Sue, you're the same way.
Oh, it is.
Like when it's time to go, it's like, okay, I'm out.
Yep.
Right. And there are certain personalities or people that do that to me. And I'm like, okay, I like this individual, but 10 minutes and
exactly. I mean, if Jimi Hendrix came back from the dead, I would stay for one set.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. My whole concept of time and what I want to devote to certain things like art or music has drastically changed. And guess what? I have blathered away.
We have no.
We need to go to
time here.
But I do think before we end that, as we wrap this up, I think that's a really good thing, because I think the shorter your runway gets, then you definitely is this what I want to do?
Time becomes more valuable.
It shouldn't. We should always live with that. But now for me, it's like, okay, how do I really don't, I'm not going to spend my time doing things that I don't want to do or I don't think are productive or whatever.
Yeah.
And then this brings it home, right?
Yeah. I like my pajamas, my soft pants.
Soft pants.
Soft pants.
Okay, shout out to Amanda. We got our soft pants vibes. Amanda up in Kentucky. She's my cousin-in-law. And she started the soft pants vibe.
We will need pictures for the website.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to talk to you about, this one phrase I'm trying to embrace more, in addition to flexing my no muscle, is like, if it's not hell yes, it's hell no.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That could be a tattoo, don't you think?
Oh, it could be. Oh, I'm getting my new
speaking of,
we're going to close out the Sue's getting really old section of this.
Yeah.
I'm getting a tattoo, and Kelly's going to come along, and she's going to film it.
I will film it. Yeah.
Okay, and then
I may get a tattoo myself.
Yeah,
too.
We never know. Do we have time to talk about chickens or?
No, I don't think we have time to talk.
No.
We will talk about at some point on the front porch here. We're going to have a conversation about the best chicken to eat.
Oxo Market in Madison.
OXXO.
And the crispy crunchy. The crispy, crunchy chicken thing started in Lafayette, Louisiana in 1989. And it is, the consensus is, it is the best
It is the best chicken.
Gas station fried chicken in the world.
It is the best chicken in the whole world, but you can only get it at a gas station.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank Piper for coming by.
Oh, you're welcome. I flew in. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. But there's nothing to take action on except to just contemplate, every day above the dirt is a good day.
Yeah. Up and not crying.
Yeah.
Well, up and crying's okay too.
Yeah, because sometimes crying is good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Upcoming shows.
I'm really excited about our upcoming shows. We have 2. What's the next one, Sue?
Next one is going to be Beloved Pets, Homeless Owners with Lori Green of Safe Paw. That's the Southern Alliance for People and Animal Welfare. Important work they do, and she's an amazing woman. And then after that, it's a Big Pharma. Oh, wait a minute.
No, it's not Big Pharma.
No.
Big Farms. And we're going to have a local Nashville farmer who's a century farmer. His farm's been in the family for a long, long time. They've been doing this. And his name is Bob Strasser. Super excited to have him on. And just to hear what he's dealing with, what's life like in our current world.
Isn't he across the river? Isn't that where you get
Oh, yeah,
your
he's
hay?
across the river. I can watch that. I buy hay from him for my horses. And so I watch the hay grow and I watch him cut it. Then I go pick it up.
It's wonderful.
You can see, okay, Mark's best friend lives across the river and they can see each other's houses pretty much. And they want to get the tin cans on the end of they get thrown across the river to one another.
Yeah.
Oh.
We do that. Bob will drive down to the end of and we'll call we have to call each other because we can't yell across, but we'll talk.
That's the newfangled, tin cans and string.
We were thinking about zip lines, actually.
Zip lines.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So this has been great Girl Talk. Girl Talk
with Mark.
Girl Talk with Mark. And frontporchaf.com.
That's our website.
It is.
Check us out.
And please and if we get more followers, if we get 11 more followers on Facebook will start giving us some analytics that will know when the best time to reach you is, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Creepy data.
Hey,
creepy data drop.
Creepy data stuff,
that's
right?
okay.
Anyway.
We'll just sell it all to Elon.
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
Subscribe, share. You can find us on Facebook,
enjoy,
Instagram. Mostly enjoy.
Yeah,
really just enjoy. And what is it? Facebook, Instagram.
Soon TikTok,
Blue Sky, but
never, ever Twitter. Okay. Until next time.
Okay, raise your glasses. It's been a blast.
Hey, thank
you,
Piper.
y'all.
Thank you, Mark. Cheers, y'all.